started playing the intro. I didn't actually hit record.
Oh, feeling what?
Oh, I've had a couple
Oh,
cups of that stuff, so it's empty now. Refrigerator. I have us muted so I can say that. All right, everybody, welcome back to Here We Go Again, episode 10. We've made it, Stephanie. Episode 10. Can
yes.
you believe we've never, of all the things that you and I have decided to do as a couple through all these years, this is episode 10. We've been consistent. We've been on a schedule.
Oh, 10 episodes
10
since
episodes.
we restarted for the third time.
For the third time, exactly. But that's
Okay.
pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Right? We set a schedule.
Yes.
And we've been consistent with it.
Yes.
And I think that's a kudos to us.
Good job, us.
Right?
Mhm.
Do you find this is perfect? Like we'll just start right off here.
Okay.
Do you find like as a couple trying to do things together and setting up a schedule and keeping with it, to me, is actually harder than like having a schedule if you had like a schedule with your friends or work or whatever.
I think it's just hard because we see each other all the time.
Okay, well that sounded mildly hurtful. Now I asked you.
Oh.
I asked you today, and let's.
I don't want it to be mildly hurtful, but I think it's hard to figure out what to do when it's
we
like.
have so much time.
Yeah.
And listen, and I want to. Okay, so a couple things. One, just specifically to today. Okay, and I asked you this. This is an actual phrase that I asked
Are
you.
you gonna say the dream phrase?
Yeah, I literally asked you today. Did I fuck one of your friends in your dreams? Because today, uniquely, you've been like angry with me, and I would never in a million years, because I'm pretty good at getting the math now. I'm pretty sure I didn't have to say the classic, "Oh, what do you got your period coming?" I'm not gonna do that, but I feel.
Well, technically.
I feel all day long. Whatever. Usually, I make little stupid jokes, and you're like, and you just feed my ego and you laugh at my jokes, whether you like them or not, and I appreciate that. Today was literally more like, "Oh, you think you're funny?
I don't
Think
sound
you're
like
a
that.
funny person?" And then you struck me in
Okay.
the car because I was poking you in the leg, trying to.
I
have,
literally,
like,
you
light
literally
jokes.
said, and at that point, you're poking me, and you're like, "Oh, is this gonna be funny?" I'm like, "No," and like, you should stop poking me, and you didn't. So,
Stop poking the bear.
yeah.
That's what you shouted at me in a like a satanic voice. I was very scared. It was literally.
And then you tried, and I batted your hand
Yeah,
away.
you were like, "Ah, don't
No,
touch
maybe it's
me,
just the weather. I don't know.
pointing finger."
We had like a weird week.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
That's,
It's like rainy.
That's for sure. Well, the rain. Remember today? I was like, "Oh, do you want to go in this store?"
No,
I'm like, "Oh, I would if it was a nicer day out."
TJ Maxx.
Yeah, we were going to like Home Goods, which is like.
I
sad,
didn't
but
want
that's
the
what we
rain
have
to ruin my. But we had just been to that one
We do
3
have-
days
And
ago.
this kind of ties into some of the things that we're gonna talk about. But yeah, just today. But this is good. Like it's good that we have maybe this antagonistic situation today for the podcast.
I guess so.
You're doing your research over there. You're probably looking up something on Facebook or whatever. So that's good. But anyway, listen. If you're
Yeah.
listening right now, we definitely appreciate it.
I wasn't looking at
most
Facebook. I was looking at
likely-
what we're going to do for dinner tonight.
Oh, there you go. That's important
See?
for the podcast.
We're going to do something together.
Yeah, we're gonna do something together just before she leaves me, and then she goes on and does Here We Go Again.
Oh, no.
I
you-
don't have the energy, man. I don't have the energy.
God, but could you imagine? Like someone
I
who
don't know
would.
what you're possibly
Who would
imagining.
who would I have to find to do all this again?
Oh, you listen.
I don't know how to do all this.
I envision.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
They'd probably bring me back to you.
Listen. If you're gonna, we're gonna try to. We're actually taping this right now. Taping sounds old. We're recording this video-wise, and we're gonna try.
I
to
think
use
it's
some of the
called
content for real. We're not streaming.
streaming.
No, it's not. We're literally just.
But you're
recording
gonna
to the
use it
computer
to stream
to
stuff.
put reels out.
Yeah.
So those are some things. Other things we'll be talking about on the show. But it's like, as far as going through and do this again, no, I'm pretty sure.
No, I mean a show.
You leave my ass, you're gonna. I'm pretty sure that if you leave me,
Yeah.
whether by your choice or I die, okay, your next choice should be find the richest motherfucker that you can possibly find, and then just go off and do that. Go off and do that. I wouldn't blame you at all. No, like, I don't know if we can afford to do that. I don't know.
If you're
we can-
alive, you still want me to do that? Or only if you're dead?
No, alive too. I would get it. You know me. I look at a lot of things from a lot of people's point. I'd be upset. Don't get me wrong. I'd be very hurt. I don't want to ever come across that I'm just nonchalant about the possibility of our marriage ending. But if you ran off and you found somebody with more money, I guess it's.
Well,
I
if
would get
you
it.
left me and I was still alive, I hope you'd find someone that was poor and had a lot of bad debt. Because I wouldn't think so. And if I died,
I can promise you this.
I don't think I would just haunt
No.
you.
I can promise you on my soul that if this ends
Yeah.
for whatever reason, I am never getting in another relationship again. I'm done.
I
I'm
solidified
tapping
you
out.
for like relationships.
Tapping out. 1, 2, 3.
Was it me? Did I push you over the edge?
think
Did I
just
ruin
life-
you for other
No.
women?
I think.
Any women who thought they could get a chance with you? There's
Sorry,
no
ladies.
way.
Sorry, ladies. If you're missing out on a buck-toothed, gray-bearded old man who's got more aches and pains than anything else, I'm sorry you're gonna miss.
The lane's been closed for a long time.
It's hard. It's hard. It's not you. It's not past relationships. It's not life. Sometimes it's literally just tapped out. Energy-wise is already at the bare bones minimum. What do I have left to? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
right? What do I have left to show somebody a good time?
Well,
Right? Like, hey, like you and I can't even figure out what the fuck to do on a weeknight. You know? Oh, you think I'm gonna woo some young lady? Hey, you like Mai Tais? That would be the only.
could you imagine? That's what would happen. You'd find someone who was like, oh my
Asian
God,
lady.
I actually just won an award for being the best Mai Tai maker in all of the
Know
land.
somebody like that? Are they on Instagram?
No.
Can I DM them? Direct Mai Tai.
That's kind of funny.
Thank you. Oh, there we go. We're back again. We're back. We're married again. So anyway, listen, if you are listening right now, most likely you're listening on Apple. We appreciate that. If you are listening on any of the major platforms, we do ask you, beg you. We're not above groveling. Like, review, all that kind of stuff. But as Stephanie said in past episodes, if you have something negative to say, just point it towards Ken. He has thicker skin and he can take it. So I'd much rather hear something negative about myself. It's literally my life.
Well, wouldn't you be so upset if someone said something negative about me?
Yeah, I'd be upset. I'd be upset with that person. And I'd
Yeah.
have to,
So I don't want to put you through that.
I'd have to calm you down. No, you're literally asking people to put me through that.
Oh, but I feel like if someone says it about you, you'll be like, oh, bleh. But you wouldn't want to read that about me.
That's true.
Because then you'd be like,
We're probably beating a dead horse by bringing this up like third episode in a row. It was just the most.
oh.
It was like literally the craziest statement that anybody's
Oh.
ever made, ever. Like, if you have something bad to say,
It came
direct
from
it
a
towards
nice
Ken.
place, though.
Oh, it did. To protect yourself from crying, so it's good. All right. So listen, one thing we wanted to talk about, one of the many things today that we want to talk about on the show.
Besides Doug.
Besides Doug, nobody cares about Doug. I can tell you that.
Mm.
We have a very unique work schedule.
Correct.
We own our own business.
Yep.
We-
Shout out to small business owners.
Yeah, small business owners, man. Listen, I'll tell you right now, and I bet, and that's a good point, is that I'll bet you if you are listening and you own your own business, there are phrases that people use that make you want to probably kill them, which are things like, "Oh, you could make your own schedule."
Which we
"Oh,
can.
You can take all the time off that you want.
We can.
Right. It's
But-
some of those things.
yeah.
So, you get to be your own boss. Yeah, but some small businesses.
I don't.
You have to be the boss of somebody else, and that can be worse than being the
And
boss
you're
of
the
yourself.
boss of me.
And that is worse than being the boss of just me.
Because sometimes I'm not the best employee to you.
It is.
October, I'm not
It
getting
is
employee of the month.
tricky.
That's for
It
sure. I've been
can-
very late.
Well, it makes it tough when you show up late and then get mad at me because I've done a lot of your work. That's a tricky thing to traverse as a person. Like as your spouse, as somebody like trying to get work done, it's like, well, I have to get the work done. I couldn't wait for you to arrive, so I started doing it. But now I feel bad because you're upset because you came in late. I don't even know how to unpack that. I'm pretty sure that takes Freud at that point, right?
Yeah, but at
that is
least I
tricky.
said it.
You did, yeah. I suck. I'm terrible. Like, what are you trying to make me feel bad now? Like I'm apologizing to
No.
you. So it is tricky. So again, going back, we have our own business. The way we run it is unique in the fact that since it's just the two of us, I've decided that it is better to get up early in the morning. I like getting up early.
Yeah.
It's around 3:00.
Yeah.
Get into work, put in a full day, but that full day gets us out, depending on how business is, between 9:30 and 10:00 in the morning.
Yeah, that is nice.
And it is nice on some hands, right? Because now on paper, it's like, well, hey, we got the whole day to go do things, go do whatever we need to do,
Yeah.
right? We can take care of errands, anything we need to get done, we can get done, and we will never bitch about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes it can be, for me, getting up at 3 makes me tired. It throws my sleep cycle off.
But you
little
could
bit.
sleep a little bit later and we could get out a little bit later and it wouldn't be that bad.
It wouldn't be the end of the world, but you have to admit that the time frame that we get out does help us more than it ever hurts us.
Oh, yes.
Right? Okay. So my take is literally this. The struggle we have sometimes is filling that time. And it makes me feel like
Yeah.
it's a super douchey thing to say. To say, oh my God, what do we do with all this extra time? Because that sounds really shitty. We have things that fill our time. But suddenly, when you're faced with a few hours a day that you can do whatever you want,
Yeah.
and we're not typically, and good for us, we're not typically just like, hey, we've got hours to kill, let's just sit and watch TV for hours. We do try
I
to
could.
find things to do, right?
Yeah, I
We
could watch
okay,
TV though.
so you say that, right? And let's have this out right now.
I have stuff in the background, like TV playing in the background.
Right. Do you want these times when we have these discussions, like, oh, what do you want to do today? What do you want to do? Do you want to just sit and relax? Because sometimes I feel like you're always like, oh, what do you want to do? Sometimes the way you phrase it makes me feel, and this is good relationship advice, makes me feel like if we're not doing something, I've disappointed you.
No, I just want to, I don't know, sometimes I just feel bad just being done at 10 o'clock in the day
I
and
think
not have
that's
anything to do.
The greatest thing ever.
I know, but it just feels weird to me sometimes, I guess. I don't know, it's just weird. But I just don't know what to do, but then it's like too early and things aren't open.
Well, I mean, they're open by the time.
Or it's like I don't want to just like do stuff to spend money. It's
Oh,
like
I'm
I got to
completely
find
there.
more free stuff for us to do. Maybe that's fine too. But a lot of craft fairs are coming back.
Maybe you need to take up a craft. You always want to be crafty. I don't think you particularly like being crafty.
I think that's the problem.
I think you want to be.
Yeah, I wish I just had all the stuff.
Well, get this stuff.
No, because then I won't do it.
Well, then
I know, I have a lot of problems.
you have.
Issues.
problems. No, that's not nice. Not issues. Some
Not like
people say
real
no
issues.
But
Well, you don't have to agree like that so much.
well,
That was some.
I don't know. You said something right. But you just have to find something to take up that time. A hobby. This takes up a little time. I'm trying to do, and we're gonna get into it. Content creation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You
You like to do that stuff though. You
What's
like
that?
you like to be like
You
crafty.
Like being, okay, so here's and I'll jump around a little bit. 'Cause
Okay.
We've been talking about. We put out a reel. I think we mentioned it before. I'm pretty sure we did. We just
Yeah.
did like a
Yeah,
reel
we did.
remix. If you're on Instagram, you can do reels. You can do a remix where you take somebody's existing reel. You had your own little reaction to it or whatever. We made some baked pickles or.
Oh yeah, I didn't
And
make
it came
anything.
out. It came out pretty rough. We did a fun little video. It was a nothing video, absolutely nothing, of no import. We put no time and effort or thought into it.
Yeah, no, legit did not.
38,000 views.
Yeah, it picked up pretty quick.
Yeah, and it's still going.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've done a reel. The largest I've got was 10.5, and all my other ones are like 120, 150, 500. But 10.5 on one reel. I believe you're kind of in the same boat. You've had a couple other higher ones,
Yeah.
but that 38 or 39, whatever it's at.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot of
just-
likes and stuff.
Yeah, so just I don't know, do that kind of stuff. You like being on social media.
Yeah, but
You
I
don't
get
have to
nervous people are
twist
gonna
your arm.
hack me too.
Who's gonna hack you?
I don't know. There's like people out there. Like you read about people getting hacked all the time.
Well, you have no problem
I know.
sharing stuff if we did do that.
I know, but I just get nervous.
About what?
Getting hacked.
Then close it down and then spend more time in the real world. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I don't know.
You
Maybe
have the
maybe that's
account.
why I don't put a lot of stuff out all the time. Just like once a day or something.
You worried about getting hacked? What are they gonna hack?
I don't know. Maybe they just pry on public accounts, and that's how people get done. Then they just, like take your money and like all this like Bitcoin stuff or something. I don't know.
Bitcoin, what is that? You have no Bitcoin. Nobody's taking.
No, I
your
don't have any Bitcoin. But sometimes when people get hacked, they'll
You
put.
can't even- with
they'll
your tooth,
take
you
over-
can't even have a bit of honey, let alone Bitcoin.
Oh, I get so nervous with my tooth too. No, there's people that I've seen. I don't even want to say.
Who are these people?
I don't want to say because the hackers listen if they heard. But I've seen people like on Instagrams and they'll put like these like, oh, I got $6 million transferred into this account from my Bitcoin. It's crazy. So I just get nervous, you know.
That people are gonna steal your Bitcoin.
No, but they're gonna
That
take.
Bitcoin
They're
people?
going to take your information, they're going to take your identity, and then they're going to start posting on your behalf, and you can't stop them. There's people I know that people have like hacked their profile and like use their picture and everything else and like still act like it's them.
Yeah, I know that stuff is that's
Sick.
common every day, but it could happen to you even if you're just a grandmother.
I know, it's scary.
Well, yeah, life is fucking scary. You get in a car, driving is worse.
So I guess that's why I don't want to make all that stuff. But who knows? Maybe it's getting safer out there
We
for
post
us.
things. Well, I don't know. We post some things. You post Doug-A-Day art
Yeah.
that reaches people. That's a public.
It
account.
doesn't reach a lot of people, but yeah, it has the
It's liked by
potential.
tens of people
Yeah.
each day, so that's good. Hashtag Doug-A-Day art.
I mean, people see it when I share it, but
But so overall, besides the hacking,
there's like sometimes when you
Jesus.
put like on your story, and sometimes the people who've seen it, I'm not gonna say what their names are because I think it's like people who are trying to get like OnlyFans things. But it's like, why are they looking at my stuff?
oh, I looked at the likes for the reel I had with that was like 10.5. I'm pretty sure I might be a member of Al Qaeda now. I mean, it's literally like all the people that are in there. I don't.
Oh,
think it's
sometimes those are just like that's just what people use for.
Shahram, Hamras, Cabal. It's a lot of. It's
Oh.
just people like people liking it. I mean, who knows? You got.
Well, I mean, it reaches a lot of different people, you know,
I mean, I understand
because it can reach people in like a different country, right?
The whole world. I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, where Instagram is
The-
allowed. You're not. You said kind of like it felt like a kooky.
Like
thing,
the
but
internet's everywhere.
well, no, it is limited in
But like
places.
my internet is the same as like in Spain.
No, not technically.
But like if I post something on Instagram here, can someone in Spain from Spain
yes, I believe I
somehow
know it sounds ignorant, but I believe so. But there are countries that have different
Instagrams?
levels- not different Instagrams, but different level of filtration for what can come through. Like if you go to Egypt, you may have limited access to the internet. There are sites that you're not gonna like. Literally, they can put the.
Instagram though, could you go in
I
Egypt?
don't know. Probably.
I think so.
There's
I know
Twitter, 'cause
someone
they
who went to
overthrow
Egypt and I
governments
saw
with
her.
Twitter.
She posted her trip and I saw it. So
Did
yeah.
you try to hack? Did you tell her like, hey, you might get hacked by Bitcoin pirates?
No.
Did
But
you
people
warn
are
her?
other people are braver than me.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen. When you're living in that single bedroom old person suite, like scared to go outside.
Why am I living there?
Well, because you're nervous about everything.
I still do
The
stuff.
nervousness gets worse every year. Now you're nervous to post things on Instagram.
No, I'm not nervous to post things on
You know what's
Instagram.
worse? You're farming. Those people are stealing everything. Legit. Everything. I'll guarantee you those games. where
Are you
just spend-
serious?
Of course that you spend. I bet if you looked at the user.
I don't spend
agreement-
money on there.
Not money. You
Time though.
time, contacts, keystrokes. That's what TikTok does, baby. TikTok, it can literally pick up your keystrokes.
Not heyday.
Yeah, your keystrokes from other computers around you. TikTok can pick
Heyday
up.
steals.
So if it wants
What
to
do you have to Google into search? Heyday steals info?
just say? Well, you don't have to do it now. Just you can look and say, hey, does Heyday, their privacy agreement? Is there anything that you have to worry about? And who knows? Listen, if they allow you to play for free, I mean, keep this in mind.
Yeah.
For anybody out there, if the product is free, then you're the product. That's what you have to understand. That's something I think that was on that social.
We will
dilemma.
never share your personal data with other third parties, except under these circumstances.
Yeah, see, there's some circumstances. They don't.
We do not sell.
Think of it this way, and I know you're looking at that, but I want people out there to really keep this in mind. If you're playing a game, and Stephanie's talking about this Heyday game, if you're
It's
playing a game
farming.
and it's like this immersive game, and there's there's graphics, there's things, there's updates, there's all this stuff that's happening, and they let you play for free. And if you're not clicking 100 ads a minute, then they're using your data and they're selling that. They're literally selling your location data. They're selling your maybe it's your keystrokes.
Oh well, I don't use any billing information.
Apps like that can even some of them can track where you are. And they'll sell where you go, where their users go. It's all data. It's all the metrics and everything else, and it's very scary. But that's life. That's where we're at. You either just accept that you're in the system now, you're in the machine, and it's chewing on us, or you move off to like an island somewhere and you cut yourself off and you live a tech-free life.
But I love that little farm.
Well, you've built a little farm, and now some little Chinese kid says, "Oh, Stephanie, we love you, thank you," because they're happy that you've provided them some cash because they're using your information and they've sold it to
Ugh.
the black market. I mean, that's a very simple.
The
life.
black
It's
market,
it's
the
on
dark web.
You're
My-
on the dark web,
My
baby.
email has
Yeah,
been compromised.
I know.
Capital One tells me.
I know. You keep playing. You keep putting it out there. Keep signing up for deals. Keep signing up for Heyday.
Doesn't happen. Happens.
flower specials.
But that's all. No. They But that's all it says. It just says my email.
Yeah.
But what's the dark web?
Well, the dark web is just where a lot of stuff is happening, where you can
Like
post whatever you want, and
Like arms.
like, are you talking guns or human appendages?
Like appendages.
Like real arms? You weren't
Like-
actually talking about guns. You thought somebody could buy like a hand.
Well, that's like the dark web, right?
No,
Because
that's
it's
like-
dark.
That's the dark arts, honey. That's like Harry Potter, maybe. Like
Well, I didn't mean like actual arms, but like if people were like,
human trafficking.
that's on the dark web,
That's on the dark web.
and they have my email.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be out there.
I wouldn't want them to traffic me.
They're not going to traffic you. They're going to probably just use your email to complete some of their nefarious deeds. It's okay though.
Under my name.
Yeah, possibly.
They use the email that I use for junk.
Yeah, well, now that you told them this on the show, now they know they're gonna come for you.
They don't know what the email is. I'm not that
Don't- yeah,
stupid.
don't
I'm not
put
gonna
your
give it
email
out.
out there.
No.
If you want to reach out, if you're on the dark web, you want to reach out, you can reach out to me on Twitter.
No, don't do it. Don't you don't want those people on you.
Xcast Ken, yeah, it's okay. They can find me anyway. As soon as you have a public profile, baby, you're trying to get hits, trying to get likes and clicks.
You don't
If you're
want.
on the dark web, baby, click, follow, give us a rating. We'll take whatever we can.
Oh no, what? Yeah, but what if they were on the dark web and like they took all of our stuff and then they were posting it as themselves, like on Amazon? What people do with our listings?
Well, I'll tell you, yeah.
Are those dark web
that's-
people?
That is not dark web. That's douchebags. There's a difference between a dark
Those are
web
people
person
steal,
and
but
a
they're
douchebag.
stealing our information too.
Well, people steal. People are thieves.
See,
we
there's
could run
dark
a
web
store.
people everywhere.
We could run a store. We could literally open a store on an island selling hookah shell or puka shell, not hookah shell. It's a
Yeah.
different thing. Puka shell necklaces, and some little dirtbag kid could come in and steal from us. It's life. Like if you read the Bible, there was two people in the beginning. They had kids. One of the kids killed the other kid. I mean, there were 4 human beings on the face of the planet, and one of them decided to kill their brother. So humans are fucked, like from the very get go.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. But the whole point of this is that, we're talking about creating content for the
Yeah.
internet to promote the thing. And I am surprised that you do not have more of an interest in doing that. I'm doing some voiceover stuff.
I even
love all
turned
that.
I even turned my commenting off because like I don't want negative comments. I don't need that.
You don't have commenting on.
Yeah, if you don't actually follow me, you can't comment on my stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think I have it on. I don't care.
Yeah, I think it's on all the time, but I
You
don't
can say whatever they want.
need. Yeah, but like people can DM me stuff because you don't have to open that stuff. I really don't care, but I don't need it like out there publicly, and then it become like this weird, comment war type thing.
Yeah. Strangers can say whatever they want about me, but I can guarantee whatever they say won't be worse than things average people have said to me, like people I
Maybe.
know. So it'll be okay.
Yeah.
As far as we've been kind of focusing on the Instagram Reels. Do you have any interest? Like, I mean, I guess kind of probably answering our own questions here, but like YouTube videos or
I like to
anything
do
like that?
reels,
Okay.
but I think it's just like I don't know. You just have to put yourself out there.
You can put yourself out there. You can put a little time into creating the stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to put out like junk
Well, that's a good idea, but sometimes you have to just put out
or
stuff and
cringy
see-
stuff.
I agree.
I don't like
Like,
that
what's
stuff.
cringy? What do you think is cringy?
I
Like when
don't
you're
know.
watching reels, what do you not like?
I don't know. I guess I just have to see it.
I don't like that new one.
Oh, where
it's
the
always
making the kids swear.
it's not a kid because it's always a grown, and I know it's just like a made up voice anyway.
Yeah.
But it's always like a woman because it's a woman's voice in the background, and somebody's mouthing, you want me to say motherfucker to you?"
Oh
And it's like, this is
yeah.
trashy. It's and it's like, oh, my husband telling me that I can't go out this weekend, or
Oh yeah.
my husband mansplaining something to me or giving me directions. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, that's like
It just sounds tacky.
that's okay.
It's gross. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
if it was a guy saying it's gross. It
Some of
sounds
those,
stupid.
yeah, some of those I don't like, but I
Even
like
the
a lot
kids
of
need those
different ones.
Baby voice ones. Not to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm sick of? That's my baby dog. Like,
Oh,
I get
that
tired.
one hasn't
That's
been
old.
there in a
It's gotta
while.
go. It's gotta go.
You're still seeing that?
Sometimes,
Oh God.
yeah, sometimes, not often, but it is still.
That's weird
out
that
there.
you're
What do
saying.
you-
I was just trying to see what reels are. You know what? And as I'm looking through it,
What are you on? I don't even know what site you're on. You could just go to Instagram.com.
I just put the best trending reels. You
now
know
you're
what
on the
reels
dark
I You know what my reels that I get are a lot of what's that? ASMR.
ASMR.
So I have a lot of those hashtags even though I don't have the sound on. I have a lot of like organizing stuff and a lot of cleaning reels. and I have a lot of dog reels, and I have a lot of like
I started getting a lot of Indian wedding reels.
sassy mom reels.
Oh.
Oh, that must be from like people
I don't know.
on both accounts.
No, just on the one, the XCast Ken account.
Oh, maybe it's from like
I
people
don't
that
know, but
are.
like that's what I'm getting. Like as I'm swiping through, I'm like, oh,
Indian
shit.
weddings are crazy. They're like crazy pretty.
Oh, that's great, but I didn't
That's
know
like
that.
4 days too.
Oh, good for them.
And it's
I
like
mean,
I worked with this girl, Divya, and she was telling me about her wedding, and it was like intense and like all the different stuff that goes with it. It's pretty cool. That's weird that you're getting that though.
I must have
You can go
set it
through
to
and you
on
can
that.
go through your settings to get rid of stuff.
To get rid of Indian wedding, that seems pretty racist. I'm pretty sure they won't
No.
let me specify that.
No, but you can get rid of maybe it's because you have like marriage things or weird. I don't know.
I don't know either.
You just have to
It's-
like more. Just
You have to watch certain things, like certain things, just to fuck with the algorithm.
you
just
know what
to-
you should do? You should
all
just
the
go on
matrix
your
what you like.
just go on your own page and just follow the same things that you followed there, and then it will start to mess up the content. That's
Yeah,
probably
I
what you
gotta
have
work
to do.
on getting followers. I know this is like all stuff that people talk about in like 1999, but it's like that's where I'm at. I have to start following a bunch of people
Yeah.
to get them like a percentage to follow back, and it's an ordeal. It's a thing, but it's like if I'm gonna do this kind of stuff and really try to make a go of
Mhm.
certain things, that's the reality of it. Or if you're like a teenage kid out there and you're listening, or an older and like this is what you do, reach out.
I think
Reach
there's.
out. Absolutely, I would love to communicate with somebody that would want to do that.
I think if you might just have to like refine your search of like who you're looking for, and you should probably find like like 40 somethings, and just because you'll find more people don't post any of these videos of you yawning.
Well, no, I can edit that. I'm yawning. Like I've been up since 3 a.m. I've been up for 12 hours. Most people, if they woke up at 6 o'clock at night, they're probably yawning a little bit, right? That happens.
Yeah,
Let's
but you
get
would
to
just
it.
have to follow some more people your age, and then see how
What
they.
am I, a fucking cocoon?
No, but it's like
Oh wait, hold on. Let me. I can do this. I can figure this out. What do I look? Cougars? Is that what it is? That's somebody my age, right? Do I look that up?
Yeah,
I
cougar.
just start following cougars.
Yeah, and see how they got their followers.
I'm gonna do that. That'll be the challenge. I'm gonna search and follow.
But no, what you should do is if
You'll
you
like that.
if you find someone or find a profile that you like, and you see that they're like trying to grow their profile at the same time, and they're like under that like 50,000, you can just sometimes they like
Under 50,000 what followers?
yeah.
I'm way under 50,000.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like those are people like they don't have a check mark. They're not verified.
Oh I think you get a check mark if you're famous or like you're in the media. You have to like do something, or do you get?
I think
not
it's
based on your followers. I think it's based
Oh.
on who you actually are.
Well, you can verify yourself too.
Oh, I'm me. So, we kind of bounced around here.
Yeah.
I know we were talking about finding things to do, but it's not like we can have that conversation with other people. It would just be interesting to know, for people that have all that free time, like what is it that couples are doing? But a lot of couples probably don't have the amount of free time that we do, so that probably sounds real douchey. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, some people pay to be
For followers?
verified. No.
Oh, well, I don't want to do that. I don't have unless it's like $5, then I'll pay $5 for a check mark, I guess, because it does lend some credibility to certain things. But
Get your account value increased by 10 times.
I bet if you do it, they can know that you're not like real.
I think it's just they boost it because they probably just have like
They just put it out.
platforms,
They know
yeah.
that there's bots, and that's the thing too with Twitter. Like that's the whole thing with Elon Musk. Like
it says tap in the top right, then tap settings, tap account, tap request verification, enter your full name and provide the required form of identification, government ID, and follow.
well,
That's it.
I don't know. I'll take a look at that. So So all right. So listen, we're here in October. We are almost halfway through the month, and we know what October is. It's the spookiest month
Yes.
of the year. The spookiest month, and that means
You got spooky treats this
Yep.
morning.
we got Halloween nipping at our heels
Yes.
right now. I personally kind of I like Halloween, but I kind of hate it too.
It's scary, the costumes.
No, it's not scary. I don't find the costumes to be scary. I find the prospect of dressing up to be scary.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it.
Well,
Do you enjoy? Because you drag me to these parties, and no offense if we have friends listening, like I enjoy going to their parties, but you bring me to like if it wasn't for some of your friends, like I probably wouldn't be going to some of these parties.
yeah. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. I do
we
like.
did, so we don't have to talk about it on here. I didn't mean to have us talk about something again on the podcast. We keep it to ourselves.
Okay.
Just-
I saw that Crumble had a costume, but I let you know I don't like costumes that are like wider than me or like bigger than me because I can't control like what's going on. So it depends on the costume.
Okay.
And I don't want to be uncomfortable. And I want to be able to go to the bathroom easy. So
Sounds like you should just worn my button that I wore last year that says "This is my costume." It was just a pin.
no.
2 years ago.
Oh, you could be Scooby Doo.
Do I look like Scooby Doo?
No, but we have that costume.
Yeah, that fit you.
It was like for a one size adult.
Well, if it fit you just right.
It was big.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I'm in territory here. Like I'm old enough to understand that if I said it didn't look that big, and you're like, oh Jesus, that thing was made for like a 7-foot tall man, and Ken said I filled it out fine.
No, there was
I'm gonna
like
get mad now.
there was a lot of room in that costume for me. But yeah. So I like Halloween. I like dressing up. I do not like scary costumes at all, child or adult. And I don't like big costumes.
Well, there you go. But other than that, sounds like Halloween's a blast. I hate trick or treaters.
I like
don't
trick or treaters.
people coming to our home asking for things. I don't like that.
We bought a lot of candy too.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We.
You told me to.
Well, because no, I did not say to buy a lot. I literally.
I wouldn't want this inflatable costume either.
That looks like that's a person being eaten by a shark.
Yeah, man eating shark. Like it's cute, but it'd be like a lot for me, and I just couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Okay. I told you to get the candy because every year,
Oh,
for whatever
I should
reason,
remember.
we procrastinate and we try to get candy on like the 28th, and it's a bag of Dum Dums and like some.
Well, we have a
old
lot of kids in
sour-
our neighborhood too.
We do. So you did the right thing. You got a lot of candy. People won't be disappointed. Nobody's gonna toilet paper our house or take a dump on our lawn.
Not that they've ever done that, but yeah.
But you never know if you don't have candy. We do have the kids coming up. All the kids are older, so I think that son's gonna trick or treat. Daughter already said she's too old. That's because that old crabby lady gave her shit last year.
Yeah, I know, because she was 16. She wanted to see IDs, I guess, when kids
Yeah,
were.
she's like, "How old are you?" And it's like, and this sounds terrible, but it's like, bitch, none of your business. Like I'm here, like I'm.
She was dressed up too.
Yeah,
And it was like a real costume. It wasn't like a fake one.
No, she was dressed up as a frog. Her and her friend looked very cute as little frogs. They're going around. They're getting some free candy. Listen, you know where they could be? They could be doing a million terrible things, but they're in our neighborhood asking for candy that you already bought that you are absolutely willing to give away to people.
It was
What are you,
probably
ageist?
raisins.
Yeah, it probably was. It was probably dried up raisins. She dried out of her own shit. You
Ew, gross.
crone.
Well, you wouldn't want that.
No, you probably wouldn't. And maybe she was doing them a favor. Maybe she kept her cursed ass raisins to herself.
They have a lot of sloths and chickens.
Okay, well we're not shopping right now, honey. The podcast is not always made for shopping. What is that, like a Capri Sun pouch?
That looked like weed. It looked like weed gummies.
Weed gummies?
It's an adult chill vibes gummy bear costume.
Okay, so yeah, it's weed gummies.
Yeah, extreme I don't know
What was your favorite costume growing up as a kid? Do you remember? Did you have a favorite costume?
Yeah, extreme strength. Um, I was a
I kind of put you on
pumpkin
the
one
spot
year.
with this one. I was just trying to make conversation while you're shopping.
Um, no, I don't think I really did. A
Were
lot.
you must have been like the fairy princess type through the years.
Yeah, like I was a witch. I was a
Of course.
pumpkin. Yeah. Well, don't give away my sweater. Um, yeah, I was a pumpkin, a witch. My sister did dance, which I did not. And some years I had to be her like dance costumes. So that was cool.
Well, you had to wear your sister's dance costume.
As like a trick or treating costume.
Okay.
Well, I didn't get to pick anything out. It was just like, whatever. I don't care. It was still my
No,
pain.
I'm asking.
You're
you.
looking at me like that's silly.
No, I'm looking at because it's like it's a obviously this is something that scarred you deeply. I just want to talk like you want to be a dancer. You got to wear your sister's dance outfits for Halloween. Did they smell? Did they not fit?
No,
Did you look bad in them?
no. It just like, you didn't get the choice.
What did you want to be?
I don't know. I can't remember back then.
Oh, okay. Well, it seems like you might have had a.
No. What else was that? I think a clown.
Yeah, I can picture that. Like a sad clown. Like a clown with a bag of booze.
No, we had like a big bag of Halloween things that had like different wigs and
What?
yeah.
Your parents
And like a
had a
big
bag of costume stuff.
It was just like different things my sister and I had and we'd like keep over the
like,
years.
Role playing and things.
No, from like different Halloweens. But I think after a while,
In case your dad wanted to be a naughty clown.
gross. Instead of buying different costumes every year, it was like, oh, see what's in there.
Huh? See what's in the bag? The bag of
Yeah.
bag of fun.
So I like stopped trick or treating like the 7th grade.
Well, that makes sense. That seems about an appropriate age.
Yeah, I think I just gave out candy.
Well, yeah.
And then I never,
looking in a bag.
I never was really
Schlop.
big on dressing up when I was like older, because like everything I felt for a certain age was just like you said to be slutty, and it's like ugh. And then you obviously know about my other feels about costumes.
Listen,
So
there's nothing worse than the people showing up to like the Halloween parties, like the college years, like the slutty nurse, the slutty cat. I know people are gonna be like, "Come on, Ken, like don't." No, because like it's okay if you look like you should be a slutty cat or a slutty nurse, but if you show up and you're the sloppy slutty nurse,
oh yeah.
no, thank you. I
Well,
don't care.
sometimes
people can
happens.
judge me. Like you show up and you're like
I don't think anyone's judging you.
spilling out of your
Like-
nurse. Nobody's saving a life looking like that.
Like this is Harry Potter. Like I'd wear this costume.
Okay. What is
I wouldn't want
an
to.
adult Gryffindor Quidditch costume?
Oh, it's just like a onesie with a
That
hood.
looks terrible.
Yeah, I mean it's like not great. That's the other thing. I never understood the price. It's like $60, but I couldn't make a costume.
No, that's for sure, honey.
And like sometimes these costumes, it's like you see it's like she's a pirate, but it only comes with like the sleeves and the hat. You got to find all the other stuff, you know?
Well, that's how they get you,
I guess so.
right? They get you.
I'm just going to be a witch this year.
That's fine. Fits.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
I've gotten a little bit better with like trying to piece together costumes versus buying a costume.
I think you've gotten to a
I
point
was a
of not
scarecrow
caring.
last year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You've just gotten to a point of probably not caring as much.
I'm old,
Like,
so it's
when
okay.
we show up and I'm not even wearing a costume. I
You
think
have a
there's part of
button.
you that says, like, hey, Ken can do it. And they're not. Nobody's angry at Ken.
Well,
If
you
they
have
are, I don't give a fuck.
you have
honestly.
thicker skin than I do.
Yeah. What do people say something to me? Nobody says anything to me.
Oh, well, people will say stuff to you.
What do I care?
Well, that's what
I've never cared about. I can. You know what's funny? There are times when I do care what people think. Like if I go out and I'm like how I dress, how I look. I have concerns, like obviously, like making sure I don't look like a weirdo. I'm not underdressed for an event.
Now look at this. This tutu is Ursula
Yeah.
tutu. I'd wear that.
Okay.
I'd be Ursula.
Okay.
But I wouldn't want to paint my face purple.
Okay. I was having a whole conversation.
I know
You
about
just
dressing.
You just want to look at. You're looking at skirts.
Well, no, I'm looking at the costumes because we were talking about costumes.
Yeah. You're shopping for costumes.
Well, no,
You're shopping for.
We're talking about Halloween.
This is why. When you leave me for some rich Bitcoin dark Weber,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god.
be perfectly fine to just like. Okay. Now I can breathe.
Wait, so
I
you're
thought you were
saying
quitting. Again. I
Wait,
thought you
so
were
you're
taking an
saying
extra
that you can't breathe with me?
No, I'm saying that when we're doing a podcast and I'm having conversations with you, and then you are like, "Oh, look, it's an Ursula skirt."
Well, yeah, we were talking about Halloween costumes. It all made sense. I was doing
You'll check the playback. You'll see what you think.
I think it'll be fine.
We'll mark it down. 45 minutes in. Show goes off the rails.
I don't think so.
We'll see. This is our 10th episode, season 3. What do you think of how is it going so far?
Good.
There we go. Perfect. I'm sure our tens of listeners have already tuned out. They're like, "What is going on with this shit show? Do they even prepare?"
We never do.
Not really. Today we actually did have a list, and we've gone off the list.
We've gone off the list before.
We went off the rails.
That happens all the time.
Let's pause. I'm just taking a break.
Oh, okay.
Nothing bad. I just feel like we're kind of it's like a low energy kind of thing.
Okay.
That's okay.
Well, what's next on the list?
I don't know. We got the vacation ideas.
Okay.
So we're just giving it a little breather.
Okay. Are you not feeling good?
No, I feel okay.
Okay.
You listen. Sometimes you do your little pen, and it just slows you down.
I'm just okay.
You're just chill.
Okay.
I'm not mad.
Okay.
Or anything. I promise you. I'm just giving us a second to like stop talking because sometimes I feel like we're just like we're approaching like mumbling. Like you and I just kind of like filling.
Well, we
dead
only
air.
do usually like an hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly. We're 45 minutes in, so I just paused it.
Okay.
Take a little breather. That's all. I'm gonna take a pee break.
Okay.
Oh. Do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
The dogs escaped.
Oh no. How'd they escape?
Just
Oh,
kidding.
I was like, how'd they get downstairs?
Oh boy.
Hmm?
Oh, I wonder if I should have saved that. Did I save that other box? I think I threw it away.
What?
The other box. One of those drink boxes that we.
Oh, okay.
You want some cider donut?
Oh, thank you.
Did you see Hayden's? Oh, you have your phones upstairs.
No, I don't know.
You wanted to play. See if we wanted to play Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
Like between 4:30 and 5.
Oh, okay. I wonder why between 4:30 and 5.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, Jamie had called me.
I didn't say anything yet.
Oh, we'll just text him yes. Because I don't want him to. Because when did he text just now?
Yeah, about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, just say we're doing a podcast.
All right.
Okay.
I'll just say. I'll literally say like just took a little break.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the beauty of recording.
Right.
Love you.
I love you.
Oh, the other one was still. The video was recording that whole time. All right, okay, so we're back. Took a little break there. Took just like a 30-second breather because I'm old, so I had to run to the bathroom. It happens. The other show we do is live, so it's a little trickier. I literally have to be like, oh, I point to the guys, like I'm going upstairs. They see it, they know. Here, we record it. I can hit pause. It's
Yeah, you didn't even tell me that we stopped.
well, when I left.
Well, yeah, I mean. You didn't give me the signal.
The signal. What would be our stop signal? Oh, the timeout, like a traditional.
Because that's what you did.
Like that. That's the dead air. Like timeout. Timeout. I need a break. I need a break from talking.
Yeah.
So, all right. So listen, as we get going along here, we've talked about Halloween. Do you like Halloween parties?
Yeah.
I know it's a loaded question because we're going to a Halloween party. We've been invited to 2 Halloween parties.
I don't like to be expected to dress up like over the top.
So, like, if there's like a contest or something.
I don't like there to be like rules.
Rules for the Halloween. Have you been to Halloween parties with rules?
No, it's just like I know some people get like into it and they'll be like, "Oh, if you don't dress up, don't come." It's like, okay.
What? Who are these people?
I don't know. It's
This
like
must be like.
no, I've just like
nobody
heard.
I've known, right?
No, I don't think so. I've just like I've heard people like talk about stuff like that or like
I love it. I think that's great. I think if somebody puts that out on an invitation, like, oh, dress up or don't come, you've made my decision very easy.
yeah.
Stuff it up your ass. I have no use for your stupid party
Yeah.
at that point. If you have
So
rules, I'm with you.
I wouldn't want that, and then I wouldn't want to go to someone's house if they did if it was a scary party,
A
like,
haunted house kind of thing.
or if it was just like some parts of Felicia's house is scary, and I don't like to go near some of the things.
Like the fake like little girl that laughs and things. That's not.
Well, she scared herself one morning, so yep.
I get that, but I mean, she's not
But-
setting her house up to be scary. She's
No.
got a few
But I'll
spooky
stay
elements.
away from those ones. Like if there's candy near there, I might not get the candy.
Do you ever worry? Do you ever worry that like you're letting yourself like get too like
No.
anxious and scared on things?
No, because I don't need that scary stuff in my life.
I get you. Garbage in, garbage
And
out.
I've done some scary things, but I'm just not a brave person.
As you're getting older, obviously not braver,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
you're
like,
not
we're
getting
gonna
braver as you
go-
get older.
we're gonna go to the amusement park, and they do haunted stuff, and there's a button you can wear that
You're gonna
flashes.
scream so
No.
many times.
Yeah, but the button that flashes, it tells people to get away, and they won't come near you.
It's probably what they use for like autistic kids or something. Like, honestly, to just like let them be. Like there's things like so there's no flashing lights. There's no
Yeah.
scary things.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying that to be a douchebag.
No. I know you weren't. They probably got that idea from that, maybe.
Right.
But yeah, so I can do some things. So yeah, I like Halloween. I like more fall.
Thanksgiving. I
Yeah.
love Thanksgiving.
I don't really like turkey.
I don't like turkey either. You and I are on the same page. I don't like turkey, but I like the festiveness
Yeah.
of Thanksgiving. I like
Yeah, yeah.
getting together. And
Yeah.
It's one of the rare times.
But if we had pizza for Thanksgiving, I'd be okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a good.
I mean, it's like,
We're a little far away from Thanksgiving to have it be like a topic on
yeah,
the show, but I'm with you to a point. I think part of Thanksgiving traditionally is the type of food, the
Yeah.
sides, what you're gonna eat, things
Yeah.
like that. You and I, especially for we usually end up at your family for Thanksgiving, which is great.
Yeah.
Everybody brings more than enough food to feed 1,000,000 people.
Yeah.
And what I love is that there will be turkey, there will be ham,
Yeah.
there might be a prime rib.
There's
Just there's
sometimes,
different meats. There's
yeah.
different things. Maybe not the prime rib, but you know
Yeah,
what I'm
not the
saying.
prime rib.
There's different meats.
There's
to eat.
definitely always two.
Right. So that right there on its own is perfect
Mm-hmm.
for people that do not like turkey. And I will say, and I think I kind of joke about it each year, that Thanksgiving typically is the one day a year I probably eat the least.
Yeah, but we have a lot of snacks.
There are a lot of snacks. There's a lot of desserts. There's a lot of cakes and pies.
So you don't, you save up for that stuff. You don't eat the
yes.
Thanksgiving dinner. You eat like.
I skip the healthy stuff, and then I motorboat the. Out of
Well, I'm not
everything
saying the
that's-
dinner's always the healthy part.
Well, I mean, turkey on its own is fine. Turkey drowning in gravy, not great.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes, they're okay. Not great from like a carb standpoint. We don't need to get down that
And
road.
butters.
But you put butter and gravy on it and whatnot.
Yeah.
It gets tricky.
The maple syrup carrots.
Oh my! I have to make my squash this year.
Oh, yeah.
That was very.
Yep. Everyone ate that up.
That was very.
Yeah.
good.
And marshmallows on like sweet potatoes or yams or even
Yeah.
squash.
Did I do yams?
No, you did squash. You did like butternut squash.
Butternut
Everyone
squash.
wanted like your butternut
Yeah.
squash.
People
It was
love
just
what I
like
bring.
maple syrup, right?
What's that?
There's just maple syrup, right?
It's my own.
Drinking chocolate.
it's
But
my
there were
own-
no marshmallows. Oh, you did float
top,
some?
yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
put them on top. I put my tin foil on top. I should have put toothpicks.
Yeah. That's what I
and
remember.
then it
Because
stuck
it,
to
yeah.
the top.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, but those, yep.
the deviled eggs have always been like the funniest part. It's like a classic story for us
Yeah.
that I offered one time to bring deviled eggs to one of your family events, and you said nobody's gonna eat those. You can bring them. Nobody's gonna eat them.
And then they gobbled them up.
They gobbled them up, and then now forever on.
And then when everyone says you always make them, you're like, "Arr."
Well, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, because you were making a lot of different ones for a while. You were like making like 3 dozen sometimes at a time. You're making a lot.
Different things, and I kind of got a little overboard. I got a little kooky.
Yeah.
But I do like making things. We're gonna make. We just went to the apple place. We're gonna make apple crisp.
Yep.
So that's very exciting. That means you're right below playing shuffleboard in life when you get excited that you're gonna make apple crisp.
I have some ice cream that I can share with you.
Oh, you're gonna share some ice cream with me? Apple crisp is very easy. It's
Yeah, I know.
literally.
I've made it before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, you just put the apples in the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you take the butter and the flour and the sugar and you like mix it. You make it like
It's
crumbly.
Yep.
And then you just put it on top and then you put it in the.
There
oven.
you go. Look at you. You did it. We'll put a reel out. We'll do a cooking reel and see how that goes.
I don't know how to peel an apple.
Oh, geez, we got to get an apple peeler. I can. Oh, at work, apple peeler corer.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Thank
That's how I
God.
almost lost my pinky.
Well, don't do it.
Yep.
Don't lose it this time.
I literally, I was using one. It's not that exact one. So,
Oh.
But it was like that. I put the apple on, and
Were you making an apple crisp?
I probably was. I might have been making applesauce. I was kind of into like applesauce for a while. And then
How old were you when you made that?
my 20s, I guess. And then,
I never knew a 20-year-old to make their own apple
well,
sauce.
listen, the 20-year-olds maybe you knew were into boozing it up, having Halloween where you had to dress up and passing out on the floor. I was being responsible and making applesauce. I think we had two different sets of lives in the 20s. I was having children. You were having hangovers. I don't know. I really don't know what to tell
I
you.
was with you most of my 20s.
Yeah, exactly. I stand behind what I'm saying. So, uh, right? So, yeah, I used the apple thing, and you're supposed to turn the handle, you turn this crank, like
Yeah.
it spins the apple and it peels the thing off, which is awesome. But you're not supposed to. I pulled the apple back, and then I tried to pull the core off, and when I pulled the core off, my pinky went into the blade
Ah!
that cores the app, like that slices the apple or peels it.
I don't
So
want to
my
use it.
pinky you'll be fine. I'll use it, 70. Don't worry. Another thing for you to be scared of. The thing literally almost removed my finger, and I'm not scared to use it because I know I was the moron who messed it up.
So
What?
be careful. Nice.
I learned my lesson. That's life. I've had more stitches in my hands. Like I sliced right across here. You can see I've got a scar. That's from a Swiss Army knife where I was whittling a piece of wood, like in high school. I was just like shaving a piece of wood, and the knife folded up. On my
Were you
hand.
supposed to be doing that when you were doing that in school?
This was at home. With
Oh.
a stick.
Oh, you said
In a
at
Swiss-
school.
No, in the Swiss Army. When I was still back in school, like
Oh.
I was young.
I thought like someone in class and no one was watching you. It's like that doesn't seem like they give like a Swiss Army knife like in tech
I had
ed.
shop class. In tech ed.
Yeah.
Shop class, you use saws, you use screws, you use tools. The least that I was worried about was like.
So what happened?
fucking Swiss Army knife. The thing closed up. I had to go in. I had to get stitches, 3 or 4 stitches.
Was anyone home?
I don't know.
Must have been if you had a ride.
No, I think I just kind of like. And then I showed my mom, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna need stitches." And the emergency room was only like 2 miles away.
Do you walk?
What's that? No, but I worked at the hospital in the high school, so a lot of times I rollerbladed. But I didn't then because I was bleeding.
Oh, so you did when you were older, like in high school.
Yeah, in high school. That's what I said back in school.
Well, I know.
I guess I should have specified high school.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, you
You're
should
absolutely
have.
right, the way I phrased it.
Yeah, it
I
was
give you
wrong.
shit, but it's like that could have been when I was like 2.
What happened with the potato thing? Did you go to the hospital
The
then?
potato peel, the potato launcher.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Maybe I should have because who knows what kind of burns.
Nothing came off on your hands, though, right?
My hands did not get affected, but my face. I blew my eyebrows off.
Yeah.
Eyelashes, some of my hair up front. There was
That's
a big
probably
craze. I don't know if I don't think people do it anymore. Potato launchers.
I don't think. Why would you want to launch it?
It was fun. Oh,
Just to see how far it go?
yeah. If you've never seen how far a potato will go.
No.
All right, so here's what you do, kids. You go out and you get yourself probably about 4 feet of straight PVC pipe, probably about a 3-inch.
Is this
round.
legal to do, or will people get in
no,
trouble?
It's legal. We're in America, baby.
Okay.
America.
Okay.
So I think it's about a 3-inch diameter for the potato launcher.
Does it need to be like any color? Like is PVC?
Color? What are you, a racist? No.
No, is
just-
PVC
it's
pipe like?
white PVC pipe? Like,
Oh.
It's like pipe.
Oh, I didn't know if they had like
Plastic pipe.
clear or black or
it's
different
white.
sizes, depth.
They have different like diameters.
Oh, okay.
But you can't get like a 6-inch diameter because the potato would just fall down into.
So
nothing.
what inch?
3-inch.
3-inch.
Would
Okay.
probably be good. 3 or 4.
Okay.
Mostly 3. So what you do is to have like a 4.
And any brown russet potato.
Yeah, any potato. I'll get to it. Yeah, it's gonna be an amazing story if you let me get to the end of it.
Okay.
So try. All right. So again, 4-foot length of pipe, and then you glue that to an elbow. It has like a 90-degree or 45-degree elbow.
Not your real elbow.
Not your real
A PVC
elbow. A PVC pipe.
So you have to
elbow.
tell if you're telling this to children, they're gonna glue it to their elbow.
Well,
So where do they need to glue it to?
the PVC pipe elbow.
There you go.
Okay. So anyway, this is rough. So anyway, part of the construction of it is then you drill 2 holes on
Oh.
the side of the
Kids
elbow.
shouldn't be using a
the
drill.
PVC elbow, not your real elbow. Don't drill into your elbow. And then you put 2 nails in there. And those nails, when you put it inside, you kind of look inside the elbow, and you want to make sure those nails, they're not touching. They're just a little bit apart.
Where did you see how to do this?
Listen, don't worry about this. This is how we get to the end of a story.
Okay.
And then you get yourself what's called a piezo igniter for a gas grill. It's just a little clicker. Like click, click, click,
I
click,
don't think
click.
kids can
You can
buy
you can,
these.
you can get it at the hardware store.
I don't think
bought
they'd
one, so it's okay. So you
back
get the
in the
little thing
day.
and you connect wires to those nails, right?
Yeah.
And when you click the sparker, it sends the spark into the nails. So when you look in the little elbow, you can look inside there, and you can see that it sparks.
Okay.
Okay. Simple so far. And then you have a little cap on that elbow that you can screw and unscrew. Okay.
Where do you put the potatoes in?
So what you do is you push the potato down the end of the straight piece of pipe.
Oh, you can't put multiple potatoes in there.
Just one potato is enough.
Oh.
Just one potato down there. You pack
One
it down
potato,
in,
two potato, three
Yep.
potato, four.
and then you use just hairspray, like Aquanet hairspray,
Okay.
and you spray it into that hole on the elbow. Psh, And then
Okay.
you close the cap,
Okay.
and you click the thing,
Okay.
and that spark ignites the hairspray.
Now, where's the elbow facing? Like when?
Like
No,
towards
are you
you.
holding it?
What?
You're
Yeah,
holding.
it's big. It's like a big thing. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, it's like if I was going to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right, like
Oh.
big, giant white thing in my hand.
You
with
wouldn't want an igniter down there.
Not near your balls. No, you definitely don't. But on your potato launcher, you need an igniter. So anyway, when you click the igniter, it lights the hairspray. The hairspray combusts, and it launches the potato probably, I don't know, 300 feet. I mean, it's gone. Just poof. And it's amazing. But during the construction phase of my potato launcher,
Mm-hmm.
I glued all the seams together with PVC glue.
Are you supposed to do that?
You are, because otherwise the pressure would you'd pop it all apart. So you got to glue it all together. I was having trouble getting a consistent spark. Okay, so I'm looking in the elbow, clicking.
Should you
clicking.
have been doing that when you were looking in the elbow?
What I should have done is let the glue completely dry, and all the fumes from the glue dissipate. So like
Okay.
the next day after
Okay.
gluing it. But instead, I was rushing. So I was like click, 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 click. And what happened is I ignited the glue fumes
Oh God.
that built up in that elbow.
Could you see the ball of fire?
I saw the blue flame shoot out of
4
the
feet.
elbow. Not 4 feet, honey. It was I was this close.
Oh, you could have lost your eyeballs right
it just
out of
went-
your head.
Woof. And my eyelashes, my eyebrows. Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. So, but later that day, I was launching potatoes like it was nobody's business.
I don't think I'd want to be around in that area. It would make me really nervous. I don't even like fireworks sometimes going off, like near
That's
me.
bullshit because you make us go to every
No, near me,
damn
near
fireworks
me,
show that's
near me,
possible.
near me.
We were on the beach.
No,
on the
I like
beach.
professional ones. I just don't want to hold them.
Well, yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to hold them. I've never been a big fan of.
Like I get
people
nervous,
holding Roman candles and things.
Yeah.
That's not my jam.
and like I get nervous with sparklers.
I've got 7 years on you, but it's
Yeah.
like I married an old lady. I get a lot of listen, and I'll admit it. I'm not fun, but you might like. Don't you feel like sometimes that's unfair? That I
What?
get labeled unfun when you're nervous with sparklers.
That doesn't make me unfun. That just makes me
If we were at a
cautious.
4th of July get together. Somebody handed you a sparkler. You'd say, "Oh no, I'm too nervous."
Well, I'd ask for them not to give it to me lit, so that I could then.
Nobody's ever handed somebody a lit sparkler.
People sometimes
Well,
light them
that's
and
not
hand them.
nice, is that
So I would take it from the bag or the box,
nice? Yeah.
and I'd hold it at the very, very end, and then I'd light it.
I want to share that. I'll put that on the thing.
That's how
an
I-
hour and 4 minutes in. Stephanie shows you how she would hold the sparkler. Do that again for the camera. How would you do that? Just like.
I'd hold the end, light it.
There we
Yes.
go. Perfect.
Just-
Awesome.
yeah.
All right, so listen, we have a big event coming up. I think in November. This big event that everybody in your family is very excited for.
Yeah.
And
It's vacation day.
That is, vacation day. That is when the family is going to get together and decide. Everybody's going to do, I guess, a presentation for.
We're supposed
where they want
do a
to
presentation
go on vacation.
as a family of
23.
No, 26.
We just did the thing.
I know, but we didn't add my sister and we didn't add us, so it's like almost 30.
Okay, so we got a lot of people possibly going on this trip. 30 people
Potentially, yeah.
potentially, and everybody has to agree on a place.
Yeah.
And the ideas have varied. We've heard cruises.
We've heard cruise,
Yeah.
Aruba, Vegas, Outer Banks. I think someone's tried to put out Florida. I've thought of Texas and Colorado, and I've already been shot down by multiple people.
Well, because you wanted to do a dude ranch.
Well, I didn't want to do necessarily a dude ranch, but something in that realm of like totally different. And then that's so far that I've heard. And everyone's still looking like resorts. Like other people aren't sure on where, but a resort. And then someone had put out Disney, and that got shut down.
That got shut down pretty quick. Disney's like work. A dude ranch is work.
Okay, but I wasn't saying exactly a dude
but
ranch, but yeah.
But nobody in your family would really probably want to go to
No.
a ranch to go like
No, they'd shut me down.
rustle cattle.
Oh, I wouldn't want to do that.
So what is it that you wanted to actually do?
I was thinking like more like glamping, but like out in like the Grand Canyon, but with like a pool and a spa.
I mean, if we're gonna be at a pool and a spa and all that, might as well be somewhere beautiful.
Yeah, I mean,
Weather-wise, the ocean. I want the ocean. That's all I usually care about.
Yeah.
Is the ocean, and not a lot of people. That's the part. Like our vacations, I love our vacations because we go to the same place generally each year, and I know that I'm not ignorant to the fact that sometimes that can be like a thing that people get frustrated about, like, going back to the same place. So I respect it from my point of view, literally because we get one vacation a year. Because again, with the business, we can't just close down as easily. We lose money.
Right.
It costs us money,
Right.
besides the vacation, but also to be closed up. I just want to enjoy it with you guys, you and the kids,
yeah.
as much as humanly possible. And what I have found for our vacation spot down in Topsail, there's not tons to do, but the beach, at best, the busiest we've ever seen it, there's probably 10 people near us on the beach. We're in the waves. We're in the water. The water's warm.
Yeah.
We go out to dinners.
But we also can't go there year after year because, like you just said, there's not a lot to do there. So I think
I totally
you can
agree.
like definitely get sick of it by going back to back. So
I'm on the on team family vacation.
Mhm.
The kids seem excited about it.
Mhm.
You're excited about it. All I personally care about, I don't care where we go. I don't want it to cost us $100,000.
I don't think anyone
I am
wants it to cost
a
that much.
cheap bastard.
Yes.
Thank you for agreeing so fast. and two, I don't want it to be like work. I don't want to go somewhere.
Okay, we're not going to a dude ranch.
No, not like that. What I'm saying is this. If somebody tells me on the first day of vacation, we got to get our asses down there because we got to get our seats or we're not going to have seats, I'm going to fucking lose my mind. I'm telling you that now. That, to me, is work for a vacation. When you have to, plan because you're going to be so sardined in with people,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound fun to me. And I'm not trying to come across in a douchey way.
No, I mean, like, I think sometimes it's just like,
Pressure thing for
it's just like the pool here. Sometimes it's like if you get there late, you're not going to get a spot spot to sit in. So I think
That's
there's
13
sometimes,
people. After 13 people, you don't have a seat.
but there potentially could be way more people.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the
So,
scary part. And you
I
have
mean-
to admit, though, like you're certainly enticed by the idea of spending time with your family. I love your family, and if
Mhm.
some of them listen. Brittany, if you're out there, like love everybody in your family. I'm excited to spend time. I'm just hoping that whatever it is relaxing.
Well, then you just have to be open to everything.
Open to no. What I need to be is discerning about everything, and
Ah.
not just like agree to like, okay, I guess that sounds good.
Oh no, I get that, but I think when we finally agree on something, you're just gonna have to be
Oh,
like,
I'm gonna find my own presentation.
oh,
Don't you
God.
worry. Don't you worry. I'm gonna do a whole AV presentation.
Oh no.
What do you mean no?
I said, oh
No,
no.
no. I've got the.
You
I've got
sound
the-
like you're about to like bring it in like with like fire.
with fire. What do you
Yeah,
mean with
like you're
fire?
gonna like take us down or something. Like you're coming in like
No.
aggressive to like.
No, you know the pressure that's on the vacation. I need my vacation. My family loves vacation.
Where are you
Ken.
gonna go?
I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it the fuck out. But the family tells me we love vacation, Ken.
Yeah,
Because you know why you love vacation, Ken? Because I can fucking relax
yeah.
for a week. I get nothing but relaxing. You know what the relaxing is? Spending time with the kids, spending time with you in these low pressure, like
What if we can bring the dogs for this vacation?
what the actual fuck is wrong with you? Why would we want to bring our dogs?
I'm
Why
just-
would we bring Winston and Doug on vacation? Could you imagine?
Doug, I get.
Doug cannot cool himself down because he has no snout. He's a French bulldog. If he gets hot, now if he goes to your dude ranch, he can chase a sheep or wrangle up a rabbit. Okay.
Oh, he might like a dude ranch.
Yeah, he might like or get kicked by a horse.
He could ride a horse.
I don't think a French bulldog can ride a horse.
Well, they could like
I think
fashion
the
a
horse would be
seat.
Nope. I'm pretty sure we go to a place and we ask a cowboy to fashion a seat for a French bulldog to ride a horse.
I know
They
that
will
this
lasso
is
us.
not real life, but in House of Dragons,
The House of the Dragon.
that kid was able to climb up and get on to
He's
the
still-
saddle. So if they can saddle a dragon, like, and fashion something, they could fashion something for a dog
Oh my god.
on a horse.
No,
So-
we're not taking Doug. The point of the vacation is to get away from things like the dogs. Like we don't even get a good night's sleep. I slept on the couch last night, not even by
Yeah,
like
you
because
did.
we had a fight. I needed a night's sleep.
I
where
just said
didn't
I
have a-
wasn't gonna wake you.
Yeah, the dog like tries to burrow into my ass. And if
Not
he's not in
yours.
my ass, he's in your ass.
Yeah, because he was there last night.
He's literally like a little French butt plug. Like legit. It's crazy. Oh, okay. He just said okay. Sorry, that's a bad thing. I got a text from one of the kids.
Yep.
So yeah, the dog's like one's at our feet, one's like clawing into our back. So I slept down here. So I don't want to bring the dogs. I need the vacation from the dogs. I want to relax. The sad thing is people have been talking about a cruise, which I hate the idea of a cruise, but it might be the best option.
Well, that's why we're having a whole meeting.
But it's so damn
And
maybe it's
that's
less
why-
expensive now.
I don't know. I
I'll
don't
have to
really
look
know
it
what
up.
it is. But that's why we're having the whole meeting so everyone can commonly agree.
I just, sometimes it's hard being unfun Ken,
Yeah.
right? But sometimes it's just because I think logically.
I think it's just because you're cheap, Ken.
Well, I am cheap because we gotta fucking pay bills. Like we need money.
Yeah.
I don't understand this laissez-faire attitude. I wish I had everybody else's money. I wish I had your money. If I had your money, I wouldn't have to spend any of mine.
Well, I
Right.
mean, you kind of do spend.
Yeah.
If you have my money, you have your money.
Like the only money I spend generally is on this kind of stuff, and I use points that I get through FedEx. I get like reward points and things like that, so I treat myself to microphones and things like that.
Or Red Bulls.
Red Bulls, you buy them for me. I literally tell you, like, we went to Sam's and I said, "Oh, that's too expensive. I wouldn't spend that." And you're like, "Oh, okay." And then the next week you went in and bought them because you know I won't. It's like clothing.
Well, it's a much better deal.
These work shorts, I think I've had these work shorts for about 12 years.
Yeah.
Like, legit, I've had these. And they work. They do the job.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get sick of seeing me in them. And I try when we go out. I do try to, like, generally change.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think that's one thing you could say is a positive.
Yeah, you don't wear your work clothes out.
I don't wear my work clothes out. When we go out, I want to feel
like
nice.
Yeah.
Depending on where we're going. So that's important.
Yeah.
You know, wearing my hat backwards for you today.
Yep, I like that. Yep.
That's a weird dynamic.
I don't know why.
The hat backwards.
Why?
When I was a kid, you wore your hat backwards, you were a douche. If you were an adult who wore your hat backwards, you were like a mega douche.
I guess I like douches.
I guess that's true. 2 for 2.
Well, you have thick skin, you know, so it's like
I don't know
you
with
can.
this thick skin, like you just think everybody hates me.
No, I mean, like, I think just, like, you can just act however you are because, like, you really don't care. And some people take that off as, like, douchebaggery.
Wait, I think we might need to...
I'm not calling you a douchebag.
No, I figured you weren't, but I'm starting to wonder how many people out there think I'm a douchebag.
Oh, no, I don't think anyone thinks that way.
It's starting to get hurtful with this. Like, you think, like, I've got thick skin, but, I mean, my God, I'm still a human.
I see how you interact with people.
As far as...
Like, you don't give off warm and fuzzies.
I try not to.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I don't give off warm and fuzzies, but I don't want people hating me behind my back.
Yeah, no, I mean, like,
you're
people... not scary.
Well, that's sad, too. It's a mixed bag. Like, what can I do?
I don't know. You just got upset that I didn't call you a douchebag, but I guess you wish I did.
As a man, let me put it this way. Let me give you the 411 on the what's left of my manhood.
Okay.
On one hand, you don't want people to just hate you.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to walk in a room. I've had friends where they just walked in a room and their aura was enough to piss people off.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want that.
No, you don't want to be that person.
If people like me, yay. If people don't like me, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. But the comment about not being scary, that one I take like a little onus.
Well, I'm not scared of you.
You should not be scared because
I've never
husband.
no.
But I can be scary.
I've known you before you were my husband.
That's true.
And you were not scary. You just like were like gruff.
If we were not married, but you knew of me, and but like knowing,
like I dealt with you in like social
how,
situations,
like, right? But you know how like I react to certain things. Would you then be scared of me?
No.
Okay.
I would probably just walk away.
Just walk away. Don't
I'd be
park
like,
behind me.
you know what it'd be? I'd be like, oh, it sounds like Ken's rambling. I'm gonna see what's around over here.
You literally do that now.
Oh.
So I guess we're all set. I guess that's consistent. Right? You literally do that to me now. Like,
it's like, oh, that seems too much.
You're like, he's talking. Hey, look, I can be Ursula. Like, that's our marriage. That's literally our marriage. Like, I think I'm solving the mystery of our relationship as we go along. Is that like I'm talking, I think you're listening.
I am.
But in general, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
As long as there's money in the bank account.
Well, there.
Whatever.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
First of all, that sounds wrong, but there should always be money in the bank.
Well, yeah, that's a plus. And listen, I know. Listen, we've been poor as fuck.
Yeah.
We have been as poor as fuck, and you.
I'm probably not that poor, but yeah. I mean, there's been.
There have been times in our life.
Okay,
Together.
There's never been a time where utilities have been shut off so it's like
poor,
so that's what I'm saying. It's like, listen, there are people who probably had it worse than us.
Dog food one day, and you're like, oh, hold on, I might have to transfer money around.
Yeah, and like there are people who are probably like, oh, you had money to transfer around.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Listen.
Yeah,
And
but for us, yeah, we've been
it was
bad.
it was bad. It was bad. And listen, that all stemmed from divorce. So this is
Yeah.
what the whole show's about. Like here we go again. Like we're getting in a whole new relationship and everything else, and the dynamic of being in a new relationship after divorce. And if you're out there and you are unhappy in your marriage and you are thinking about getting divorced, hey, you have to do what is best for you. We can never, nobody should ever tell you stay with somebody. Nobody should ever tell you to not stay with somebody. Everybody, divorce and
Well, I
leaving,
mean,
it's a
people can
personal choice.
people can voice their opinions, but you should never like make someone.
You're not going to make that decision based on because your
Yeah.
great aunt Flo tells you to leave the bastard or
Yeah.
whatever.
And you
All-
can't be upset if people don't.
All I can tell people is that if you're thinking of leaving, you do have to understand that there are not only forget all the emotional stuff because I think most people can convince themselves emotionally they'll be fine, especially if you're with a total cunt or fucking douchebag or whatever. Financially, that's where it gets tricky. It gets real tricky when you have kids and you're dealing with alimony and child support.
Yeah,
So
I
just
mean,
consider that stuff.
yeah, and
That's all.
I think people who probably have shared expenses versus couples who had separate finances, I think that plays a part too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I don't want to
Because
end it
because if you have that, it's like I think it's easier because it's like you've already kind of had your own money a little bit.
right.
So
Yeah, it's tricky. It is tricky. So if you're considering it, you're going through some hard times. Um, I think the only advice generally is if you are done with a relationship,
mhm.
then no matter how much people talk about counseling or whatever, you might just be done. That's fine. That's all that. Just understand that if you're done, then appreciate the fact that if you're the guy, I can only speak for the guy's side
Mhm.
of this, you will be broke. You'll unless you're making like $1 million a year. Other than that, you're gonna be actually. How about I say this?
Mm.
No matter what you make, as the guy, your lifestyle and what you are used to will change. There's no doubt.
I think
If you
that's
make $1
for
million,
I think that's for anyone.
well, that's what I'm saying. If you make $1 million and you go to court and you have to pay child support, you're gonna pay so much that $1 million isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like $300,000 a year.
Yeah.
If you make $40,000 a year, you're gonna be living like you make 16 or 17, and you might be in a basement.
Yeah.
This is life. This is just part of it.
Yeah.
You know? So this is why I would have zero. Like you would have to do some really crazy shit for me to ever want to go through all that again.
To get remarried again?
To get divorced again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get divorced again.
Yeah. I figure at this point, if you want to be done with me, you're going to murder me. You'll find a way.
Yeah,
to
but
You've watched enough of those 2020 Dateline things. You'll find a way.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be worth murdering you.
Oh, good.
Like, I mean, if I can't be miserable with you, I can't be miserable with anyone. So
That's
it's like
true.
I'd
Like,
rather.
I think I make being miserable
I-
easy.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd rather be happy with you and sad with you.
There we go. Let's try to get closer to the mic. Try that now. And talk.
Oh, I didn't have anything to say.
What a weird ending. There's no doubt.
You know why?
Why is that?
It's Halloween time.
It's Halloween time. It's spooky time.
It's spooky season.
That's for sure.
Doug got spooky too this week.
What's that?
Doug got spooky too this week.
Doug
He tried.
spooky.
Yeah, he wore a lot of his costumes.
You got him 2 new things where he was a boba tea.
He was a pumpkin this week, and he was a Nutella.
Not really a pumpkin. He had a sweater that was orange with like a jack-o'-lantern thing. That was not a costume. It's not a costume. You know it's not a costume, right? You know that's not a costume.
It's a costume for Doug.
It's a sweater.
That's what he has.
If I wore so for Halloween, if
I have a
wore
sweater that I'm wearing for Halloween.
with words on it, but it doesn't make that's not a costume.
Well, I'm gonna make it a costume.
If I wore a sweater that just had orange and a pumpkin face on it.
You could be a pumpkin.
You're calling that a pumpkin
For you,
costume?
yeah.
I mean, it'd be a lot. I probably would look like a pumpkin too. I look like a big old-
We could stuff it.
Why? Why would I want, with all that I do, all that I go through, to try?
Oh, you want to be a
to be-
sexy jack-o'-lantern?
No, just to be in shape and feel in shape because I've got. all kinds of
That's what you could
issues.
do. You could go shirtless. We could paint you orange, and
Okay.
then over your nipples, we
You
could put
Have
the
no
jacket.
idea who the actual fuck I am as a human being, Stephanie.
I was trying
love
to
you.
go to exact extreme.
I love you to death, but those two suggestions right there literally tell me you don't even know who your husband is.
I do.
I'm gonna make you look fat, or I'm gonna make you go without a shirt. Two options that would absolutely just my syntax blow out.
But I was just
100%.
thinking about like how you were talking about like when in your 20s. Like that would be a one that you would wear in your 20s.
When I was in my 20s, man, I was ripped.
Yeah, you would have done that.
We were absolutely.
And you probably would have had something on your pants that say "Find the stem."
Boy, yeah, we had some crazy Halloween parties back in the day. Oh boy, yeah, the best Halloween party we had in our basement
On Washington Street.
Washington Street, good old Washington Street, and we painted the walls with like this cool like.
Oh, Tide.
No, not Tide. Thanks for filling me in there, in case my memory wasn't working. We had this like glow in the dark, like black light kind of paint.
How
Not
old do you
Tide.
think you were?
How old do I think I was?
When you did it.
22?
Okay, so how old was I at that time?
You were 15.
Gross.
You were trick or treating or not?
No,
you were
I was
like, I'm
not.
not picking something out of that fucking.
No, I was
So
a sophomore.
we painted. That's good. That we turned the story. To we painted the walls with all this black light paint, so it was all different colors, like I mean, like every wall. It looked
Scary.
awesome.
And
was
stayed
awesome.
there.
It did not wash the fuck off.
Yeah.
The walls.
You
absorbed.
couldn't paint over it.
With what?
Paint.
I mean, you could paint your cement walls.
Yeah.
We trashed that basement, and my buddy and I we got like a tote, like one of our gray totes.
Yeah.
That was our punch bowl.
Oh,
And
gross.
we just
Put just liquor and juices.
Every bit of booze that we could possibly put into this tote, filled it with juice.
Ugh.
We drank so much of that. I think that was a night that I remember walking up the stairs from the basement,
Yeah.
and things. This also kind of happened when I drank the beer
Oh,
yard,
yeah.
and like just blacking out,
Yeah.
and then waking up like
The
on
next
kitchen-
day.
No, on the kitchen floor a little bit, like, and then I blacked out somewhere on our stairs to the second floor,
Oh, no.
and then I woke up, like,
Oh,
and the
God.
next thing I knew, I was
In your bed.
in bed.
And then it was the next day.
It was the next day.
What did the house look like the next day?
It
Gross.
was
Yeah.
fucking bad. It was
Yeah.
bad. I feel so bad because we convinced the people that we rented it from that we were like responsible, and I literally was. I know from that
You didn't have a
story,
lot of parties.
The people I lived with did.
Oh.
They had a lot of people, and it was terrible.
Would they have a lot of parties a lot?
More than I ever wanted. I was not a party kind of person. As much
Yeah.
as I'm like
That
I'm
time
enjoying
you are,
this,
though.
I'm enjoying like reminiscing, like, oh, remember that time I was fun. But other than that, trust me, even back then when I was 21, 20, people were like,
You're still on fun, Ken.
oh, don't do that. Ken will get pissed. Ken will kill us. That's been my thing since I was like a kid. I think, don't do that. Ken will kill us. So that's my life in a nutshell. I wish I could have fun. Sometimes I do.
You have fun.
I guess.
You have fun.
I try.
Yeah.
And you know what? I try to provide a life where we have fun. as
I don't
best
think
as
I'd want to
possible.
drink that punch, though.
Oh, you missed out.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I mean, I'm sure at that age,
Well, at 15, you shouldn't have had the punch.
no. But I
You were
mean,
14, technically. Because I was like 21, 22.
yeah. Well, what year?
Would have been 2000 and...
Oh, you haven't.
About 2000.
Yeah, so I was
2001, yeah.
I was a sophomore.
Yeah,
I had tasted liquor by then.
I'm sure.
Depending on what year of sophomore year, I'd already been like doing other things. So, like smoking drugs.
Smoking drugs?
Yeah.
Is that how all the young, cool kids say it?
Nah,
Hey, listen, back in my day,
just
I was
weed.
smoking drugs.
I think people just called it weed like they did now.
I think that's
Yeah.
probably...
So, but at that age, yeah. Halloween time, maybe not Halloween. I was still playing volleyball, so I was probably still pretty good.
Had to keep clean. Had to keep your nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, that sophomore year, it will turn you around in high school.
I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of still the same.
Yeah.
I've changed my views.
I don't mean in like a bad way. I mean like it's like your second year. It's like you start to like, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just a weirdo. I know that's for sure.
I don't think so. No, not agreeing that you're a
No,
weirdo.
but kind of, I get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
It's like
I was just saying, like,
I'm
yeah.
oh, don't disagree so quick. But it's like, no, it's true.
I wasn't really disagreeing. I was more just like agreeing in like a general statement.
I've had to be responsible, literally since like I would say probably 4th or 5th grade. I've had to be responsible for me, like 100%.
Yeah.
And so that makes it
Hard.
It makes it tricky to like let go and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you're constantly questioning whether or not you're going to end up going down the road as the people that are supposed to be responsible for you.
Yeah.
It's always the thing. And I always grew up like looking at other people's situation. And that's probably the one thing I'm most proud of to be able to do, and it fucks me up sometimes, is I spend a lot of time analyzing what other people do.
Yeah. In
order to make sure that I don't do the same things or try to replicate things. But most times I'm looking at what people are doing. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? But that's what makes me unfun. Because
but sometimes you just get in that spot where you're like, I get why they're doing it.
Yeah.
And then you do it.
I just always, I don't know, it sucks. Yeah. But it's gotten me this far. I mean, I'm not, not living in a mansion or anything like that, but I'm very happy.
Yeah.
We joke about like, oh, if I left or if you left me, whatever. I'm very happy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really take you seriously.
I hope not.
And I know you don't take me seriously. No one does. So.
Only when I'm poking you in the leg and you're like, don't do that.
Yeah. Well, I told you no.
I love my favorite saying to you, and I know you love it. I know you love it, like deep down, is when I know you're like in a bad mood. Oh,
I hate when you say it. Lily hates it too. It's annoying.
No, I think you guys really love it because when I die.
You always say it when we have our period, so it's just it's even more annoying. He says he touches our pants and he goes, "Oh, I didn't know you guys were wearing your grouchy pants." And he's stupid, and we tell him it's stupid too every time he says it.
When I'm dead, you guys will miss that.
We probably will.
You would miss it.
But we're still going to say, and I can't believe that motherfucker used to say that when we had our period, asshole.
Yep. When I'm in the box and you're looking at me at my wake, that's when I'm going to have a little sign on my chest that says, "Oh, are you wearing your grouchy pants today?" You guys will be all, "Oh, Dad, I'm
shaking our heads.
You shit, but now we can go on a fun vacation." We don't need to take.
We're packing our grouchy pants.
Yeah, that's right, bitch. That's what I want to be buried with.
What?
Your grouchy pants.
I don't have any.
All right.
Okay.
Well, listen, everybody, you have wasted a perfectly good hour and a half listening to Here We Go Again.
A full hour and 30 minutes.
A full hour and 30 minutes. We absolutely appreciate it. 100.
1.26. He lied.
1 hour, 33 minutes, and 44 seconds. There's 1 hour and 26 minutes left that we can do the show. We get a 3-hour limit. So thank you for thinking you understand the timer more than the person who does the multiple podcasts and everything else. We appreciate that very much. We will be back next week. If you are online, you want to reach out to us on Twitter, you can find me at XCastKen. That's on Twitter. If you are on Instagram, you can find us at snailer717.
Unless you're a hacker.
Unless you're a hacker, you're on the dark web. Please leave Stephanie alone. She's very nervous. If you want to reach out to me on Instagram at xcastken, we would appreciate that. Like and review the show. Again, if you don't like the show, just go ahead and blame it on Ken. Do not blame it on Stephanie. She will cry, and I'll have to deal with it, and I will be very upset, and I will find you, and I will kill you.
And you
So,
don't want to make Ken mad.
You
He'll
do not want to make me angry. I can promise you that. But we definitely had fun tonight. We had to take a little break just to bring up the energy level.
Oh,
a little
and
bit, and I had to pee. Yes.
before we leave,
Yeah, sure.
I want to give a big shout out to Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I
I'm
hope he
hoping-
does really good, and I hope they don't let him
That's a
not
very
play. So,
Geographical thing. That's New England Patriots.
I'm gonna
third
go
string
for that
quarterback.
young little Aries from Texas who just wants to play football.
Just wants to play some football.
That's it.
He played for Kentucky, and he's ready to play for the Patriots.
Yeah, he played someplace else before Kentucky, though.
Yeah, he played somewhere else. I
He
don't
did.
know. I don't know, but he's done a good job, so
Yep.
we're happy about that. That's a very New England thing.
Yep.
And for a lot of people out there that think about New England Patriots, fucking hate us. They hate us because they ain't us.
That's it.
That's really it.
That's really
So,
it.
For everybody here at Here We Go Again, we definitely appreciate it, and we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
For episode 11.
Yeah, 11.
Excited?
Yeah.
For sure. I think Doug is. I can hear him
He's hungry.
up in our second floor, so that is
Yeah,
not good.
he's getting hungry.
All right, let's go feed Dougie.
Okay.
And again, we'll be back.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.